Hi YouTube, it's Renee. I wanted to give you an update on my Journey to Health album, just kind of show you where I'm at with it. It's a work in progress. Not everything is done for every month, but as I go along, I'll keep working on it and keep improving it, and we'll see how that goes. So I haven't done anything with the front or this first page. I wanted to show you that I added in a photo of myself. I asked my doctor because she took a picture of me when I first started, and then she took a picture of me at my last appointment to show me kind of what she saw as far as my weight loss, mostly in my neck and my shoulders. But she said she couldn't send me the photos. I'm not sure what's up with that, but whatever. So I took this picture from August. I probably weighed about the same, I'm guessing, as I did at the end of the year. So I added in that photo. None of this has changed. And then I just wanted to show you that I added in this photo of myself. I could barely do this belt, and it's on the first little hole, and I could barely get it around myself. I thought that would be a good way to track some progress. And then I have this little tag. I stamped out all these little tags of some leftover paper and just stamped the number 16 because at this point I have lost 16 pounds by the end of January. So I'm going to do that consistently throughout the book. Hopefully I will keep losing so I can keep working on that. And then I added in these little tags here, just telling what all the food was. And I stamped those out in Soft Apricot Hero Arts, and Charcoal Hero Arts. So this one is the one with the charcoal. And just what the food was, what the recipes are. I've added in my weight, and if you're really paying attention, you notice that this is tomorrow. Oops, but this is what I weigh today. So it's alright, it's all good. And then March 6th is my next appointment, so I'm keeping up with that. And now I've moved on to the second month, which is February. I added in this sticker from My Mind's Eye, and I had one more of those enamel dots from the kit, so I put those together. It's the photo of my husband and I in the Valley of the Fire. And we did some hiking there, so I thought that was kind of appropriate. That says Adventure This Way. And then I used this card here with a couple stickers from the, I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. Anyway, I used a couple stickers from the kit. If you're wondering what they are, oh, the Snap Pack. Sorry about that. And I had 2 challenges this month. The first one was to, well, I had a week, 6 days of no weight loss. And I could feel myself getting smaller, like the waistband in my pants get small. Like my waist is probably the smallest thing on my body, and it is the first thing that gets smaller. Don't you think the heaviest thing on your body would get smaller first? No, the smallest thing on your body gets smaller, and then it readjusts out. So I could feel the waistbands on all my pants getting smaller, which is not so great when you're, pear-shaped and curvy. So it goes waist, and then my bust, and then my hips, and then my thighs. So everything's loose but tight in the thighs. It's kind of frustrating, but you just have to give it a little time to work out. So, and then the second challenge was to keep on plan when we were going to Las Vegas. And I told my doctor that I wanted to have a drink. I'm like, I'm not going to Las Vegas and not having anything to drink. But it worked out okay, and we came up with a plan. So, as I'll tell you in a minute, it ended up working out for me. So then here, I just took a picture of this $11.99 steak and lobster at the Fremont. I thought that was kind of funny. I couldn't eat any of the vegetables, but I could eat the steak and lobster. And then this card down here, I added a paper clip because these 2 cards were kind of moving around. So I just added a paper clip, and it kind of matches the steel tail here. Anyway, it says loving, having more energy, going on vacation, seeing the Strip, Fremont Street in nature, doing some hiking and a rafting trip, making sure I always have good snacks available, trying new recipes each week, knowing this is a doable lifestyle, listening to Dr. Larson's advice, eating low carb, low sugar, and low fat, which is kind of like the opposite of what they tell you is supposed to be healthy. But for people like me that are like carb addicted and carb sensitive, it makes like total a night and day difference. Anyway, following a normal healthy eating plan is not healthy for me. But anyway, so I added in these wood veneers that I had in my stash, and I used the Apricot Hero Arts ink, and then I stamped in from the stamp set right now in details, and this I had a roller date stamp that says a happy day. And then I just took advantage of the full-length mirror we had in our room to take a picture of myself. And then I'm just talking about what I told you before, how my waist gets small and then everything else. And the thighs are last to be small. So then here's that tag for this month, and I haven't even glued it down because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I've lost 26 pounds. This is a picture of my husband and I on the rafting trip when we got off for a lunch break, and I just stamped in a little bit of happy from the stamp set. And he is barely 5'5". I am 5'9". I outweigh him by a good 120, 30 pounds. He's always been thin his whole life. But even when I was thin too, I looked like a giant next to him. So good things come in small packages. I'm going to keep him. He's pretty awesome. Anyway, so I talk about getting back from the doctor and being like totally shocked. I stepped on my scale and I was 257. And then when I got to the doctor's office, where I'm fully clothed and everything, I weighed 256. So I lost 5 pounds. So I was pretty dang excited about that. And then on the bottom, I just talk about how the Sunday after we got back on a Thursday, and then the next Sunday, my husband was just giving me a lot of compliments, saying I looked cute, and he could tell I lost weight, and whatnot. So I just had to record that, because, you know, who doesn't like to get compliments? Anyway, so then I did this milestone page. I started updating it. I have 5% weight loss on the 23rd, and I am 25% of the way to my goal on the 20th. I want to lose 110 pounds, so I will be 170. I was about 145, 150 when I was in the Army, and I was running 3 times a day, and I was young and didn't eat much. And when I married my husband, I was pretty steady, about 160. After I had my kids, for a few years, I was pretty steady at 180. There was a time that I lost weight, and I got up right around 200, 210, and then I did Weight Watchers, and I got down to 170, and I maintained that for about 5 years with no problem. So I think that's a good goal for me, because I am a tall girl. But anyway, so I'm 25% of the way to my goal. So all the rest of this is the same. You can see that I've just added in those little tags wherever, because I'm going to keep using those to update my goals. And then I have done a measurements page. I'm going to use some measure tape washi. I know I got some somewhere. And then with the Michaels stamps, you know, just from the dollar bin, I stamped in chest. She measures under my bra there. She doesn't measure my my breasts or anything, just underneath it. My waist, and she measures up kind of high. She measures not at your natural waist, so my natural waist is actually smaller than that. And then at my hips and my arm and my thigh. So I could not remember. She measured me at my last appointment, and I couldn't remember what it was. So next time I go, I am going to take a picture of the sheet, and then I will be able to fill it in. But I'm going to decorate that a little more too. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'm down 26 pounds, and this book is a work in progress. So it's kind of fun to update it at the end of the month and see where I'm at. So I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.